This is one of the biggest co-working spaces in the world, and we did a workshop. Me and Harry here, my friends, who is an expert in AI. He runs one of the biggest communities of AI potentially in the world even. You have 300 people in your community?
We have 500 people actually.
500 people, okay.
Yeah.
And I have 120,000 followers on social media, and we basically show how we grow social media using AI. Right now we are meeting here and we're basically building automations and AI agents for running our social media and doing some really interesting things. So here we're showing all the tools and how we're doing it and how I grew 120,000 followers in 1 year.
And I'm actually a YouTuber for a corporate YouTube channel, G-Core, which does GPU and data center. So I've actually been presenting, editing and scripting a channel, and I've been using a lot of AI tools to actually get my videos to go to the moon, and been seeing a lot of engagement. So I'm going to talk you through my whole process for how you do that.
It's $1 billion company, isn't it?
It's $100 million company actually, yeah.
$100 million
company. So there's actually a big opportunity there. Not just to build a personal brand, but also to go and build a really relatable personal brand for a huge company as well.
All right, let's get started. So how do you run a big social media? There are a few steps. First of all, you need to come up with an idea, with the whole concept, but also, the whole concept for the social media, but also the idea of the content. All right, the second step is writing the script. What are you going to share? What are you going to talk about? Having everything organized so it's valuable. Then you have the recording, how do you record? And then you have the editing, which is now the biggest problem, which we're trying to solve now with agents, but it might take a while. And then there is the posting, captions, all those things, times, all the tricks, right? Algorithm stuff. So let's talk about ideas. How do we come up with ideas? Now, Harry is really good at it. I myself come up with intuition. When I talk to people, I see what's interesting for them. When I see reels, I do some research. It takes a lot of time. So here, Harry is here because he's an automation and AI expert, and he is going to share how he comes up with ideas. So please, Harry.
So yeah, unlike Sam, I am a bit more of a nerd, and so my ideas come through my reading and the literature that I absorb. So the first tool I'm going to share with you is something called Readwise. This is a really, really cool tool, and it's not strictly AI, but it allows you to bring in basically all of the material you're reading into one feed. So you can bring in any YouTube channel you want, any website you want, any academic paper. So I build a library basically that I get every day of material. So I watch channels that I think are really great, like Alex Hormozi, Mr. Beast. Then I also read some more dense things as well, some papers about AI and data centers. I watch channels like the Network Chuck, and Cody Sanchez, and business channels as well. And what I'll do is I will log into Readwise every day, and I'll have a huge feed of material, of stuff, of everything that's been put out in the last 24 hours. Usually it's maybe like 150 things. And I have keyboard shortcuts. So I can press the I button and it will send it to my inbox because I'm interested and I want to read that. I'll press A for archive or D for delete. But I also have a sidebar where I can actually summarize some of the videos. So I can make a decision about, do I want to read this, or do I actually want to just read the summary, or do I want to actually ask a question about that, which is really useful because it means that I can still get the ideas from the video. I also have another automation on Claude Code as well, on Claude Cowork. And what this does is it actually goes out every day and looks at the most viral videos in AI and tech, and it brings those back to me as well and gives me a little bit of a summary as to why they are going viral. So that does that every morning. So both of those things really just are designed to fill my brain with ideas and for me to get a sense of what is going on. G-Core do data center and AI, and they're really at the forefront of AI. So it's really important that I stay on top of all of the news and see what's trending. And then the next step will be to think about how do I actually mold all of that literature and all of those ideas into something that is actually actionable and has a unique insight in it that perhaps some of the other channels aren't approaching.
All right, so what I do is I basically use AI sometimes as well. I come up with just a hook, right? And usually my favorite hooks are this is. So this is how I grew from this to this, or this is the difference between 400 and a 4,000 photo shoot that got 5 million views. That's real, right? Or this hook. And usually when I use these hooks, it gets a lot of views. And it's also based on research. I did a lot of research. When you start with this is and you show something interesting, boom, those get views. So I usually like to start with this, and then I like to mumble around and speak. So I kind of skip the whole thing, and as I mumble, that's how I basically figure out what I want to talk about, and I might redo it a few times. What Harry liked to do here, and I sometimes also do the same thing, is we create a custom Claude project where we add in like the most viral videos and a lot of principles. I've written down all the principles that I have for going viral, but we can learn from Mr. Beast or different players in the games that get big results. And then we would basically feed in our ideas. Sometimes I would even go and talk to it for 10 minutes, and then it would spit to me an exact script. My problem is I have ADHD and I can't read it really fast, but Harry here likes to use sometimes a, how do you call it? With a screen?
What do you mean?
Teleprompter.
Teleprompter. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, I think the cool thing about me and Sam is that we're like totally different, but there's like no right way or one way of doing things. We both still get results. But yeah, I love having a teleprompter in front of me, so I have a roadmap. So even if I'm not reading every single word, I at least know what is coming next. And Sam just loves speaking off the cuff. So
I like the authenticity. I like
Yeah.
sharing the things
Yeah.
with the hands and all those things, and the passion as well. I think that's really
and
important.
like so that's good. Like I like it as well, but probably more in moderation. I guess the videos I put out are more like explainers, and yours are more like outside and kind of doing stuff and speaking to people. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's this part, scripting and ideation. Now, how do you go into editing it? Filming it actually. So sometimes we would go and rent a podcast studio. I have my own camera, and I have my own setup where I can just connect it to the computer, and then it uploads it basically records everything with one click. It color grades it, optimizes the videos, and then uploads everything to the Google Drive automatically. I use OBS for it, which is a free open source thing, and then it uploads everything to Google Drive, to my video editors. Then I even have a workflow with AI that basically transcribes this whole video, and then it tells the video editor, here's exactly what has the most potential of going viral with this. So it basically will tell the video editor, hey, this YouTube video, this can be turned into a YouTube video with 85% chance of going viral. And here is a few short videos. Here's the text hook, here's this, right? And then the video editors will do everything autonomously. But right now we're working with Perplexity Computer to actually have long forms turned into short forms, which is exactly this whole thing. So this can be really interesting. We'll keep you up to date about that. But that's basically that. For me, what I look at is really important is the hook really interesting? When I watch the first 5 seconds, do I want to watch the whole video? Yes or no? And there are 3 ways to do that. The most important one is visual. What do you show? Usually showing something really interesting is really important. So sometimes I would even on my phone, I would flip the camera and show something really interesting. Like I would show my camera, show what I'm talking about, right? And then the second thing is, what do you say? That needs to be really interesting. And then the third thing is the text hook. What is written on top of it? So usually I like black on white, like black background on white background and black text. I have my own font, which adds a little bit of branding. And then that needs to provoke something. Give people a reason to watch everything till the end. And then we post. My captions, I like to keep it long and give a CTA, because for me it's really important to get clients out of it and get business. I used to get 75,000 followers, but I never made money from it, so that took all my time, didn't give me money. So I like to have a CTA. Here's the next step, book a call with me. I can help you on a free call, things like that. But having also after that a long thing, it gives the people another reason to watch and read everything and spend a lot of time on it. The more time people spend on a post, the more the algorithm will show it to other people who are like-minded, because it tells the algorithm, hey, this is valuable, right? So that's what I'm aiming for. Long captions, making sure that people will want to watch the video a few times. We're running out of time, but a few more tools. vidIQ is a huge game changer. It cuts long form to short form. It does help with ideation as well, keywords research.
vidIQ is amazing for keyword research. You can basically see like what topics are trending month on month and which ones have like low competition but quite a high volume of search, so there's not other good videos in that niche. So you can then kind of outperform them. So imagine like Googling something that everybody's looking for, and then you see all the other videos are just kind of AI slop. You could actually increase the production values a little bit, put a little bit of money into editing, do a little bit more research, and you could produce a really, really good video. So it's kind of like an opportunity finder. I really like how that tool works. It's got so many cool features on it, and I feel like the tool you love the most, or the bit you love the most in vidIQ, is where you can literally just with one click change the title. It will optimize your titles, and then it will just literally change them on YouTube. You don't even have to go into YouTube and copy and paste.
Yeah, it has some good internal prompts. It understands what will go viral, and then it rates every title that you have, and then it also suggests new titles to everything. But then what I love about it as well is it will cut long forms and put it into short forms. But the beautiful thing about it is it does it within 2 clicks. You just get it to do it. It auto comes with the title, with the hashtags, with all of those things, and then within 1 click you can post everything and schedule it, and that's just mind blowing for me. So that, and then the last thing I actually want to talk about, thumbnails. I've lately, before I found this tool, which is ChatGPT, actually, everyone knows that, but it's really good at creating thumbnails. And before that, I used to pay like $20 for thumbnail editors, which would take days, and they would not really do a good job of it. Probably I needed to hire more expensive ones, but now ChatGPT does it for free, and it does it really, really good. So how I like to use it is basically I tell it, hey, go research what are the principles of the best thumbnails. And then after that, I take a screenshot from the video itself. My favorite screenshot takes me 1 minute literally. I put it in, I tell it the title of the video, and then I tell it create a thumbnail out of this. Here's the title, and then a few seconds later I have a thumbnail. Maybe I ask it to revise it 2 times, something like this, but it's really done. And you can go into my YouTube video and you can see I have great thumbnails, I'd say.
Yeah, they're amazing, and like we even created one on the fly at the event. We'll put that up on the screen. And I'm just starting a new channel, a kind of dark history channel, and it's obviously very, very low budget because we're just starting. So now, like you say, I don't even have to hire a thumbnail editor. I could just get some really cool designs laid up about the princes in the tower.
Tell us about it, because right now you're using an agent to basically go and clip long form videos into many, many short form videos.
Yeah, so that's the next big thing that we're working on. So you can pretty much use AI as a thinking partner to write some really, really amazing scripts built on some incredible research. But the one big barrier, the one big thing that AI has not been able to do so far is take a long form video and then clip it into some shorts, which are like quite viral shorts. They're quite good, they're quite engaging. And there are loads of tools out there that purport to be able to do this. Opus Clips,
and you just find a workflow with Gemini.
Yeah, but yeah, and they're not really that great, the third-party tools. But what we've actually managed to do, and we've been working on right now, is you can use this workflow where you use Gemini, which is a multimodal model, which means it can actually see and
understand and listen to your videos.
Yeah, so you can give it a YouTube link because Gemini is Google and Google owns YouTube, and it can actually suggest some viral moments in the timestamps, and then you can copy all that, give that to Claude, and the latest model, Opus 4.6, is so smart, and it will actually go away, download the video from YouTube, and actually cut it up into small pieces on the timestamps that you've given it, and then it will save them in a folder for you in the desktop in the right format. And once you've done that, you can actually save it as a skill. So I could actually have just given that to Sam to install on his Claude, so he's able to do that. So with a little bit of a jiggery pokery and some workarounds, you can actually get a really decent first draft of some shorts from long form videos that are already posted.
Yeah, we're working on a lot of really interesting stuff. If you want any more help with that, feel free to comment here or send us a message on Instagram, or even book a call. You can book a free call with me, or you can message Harry.